Um. All right. Hey, emo boy. My hair itches. I'm very angry about that. So last time we left off on rain code. Uh, Yako died. And we have to investigate his death. Hi, Laura.
What brought you here?
I was preparing to sneak into that restricted area we discussed, but just as I was about to leave, the chief told me about the death threat.
Okay.
So I headed to Amaterasu with after that. The chief told Vivi and I to investigate the area. I didn't think it would end up this way. We should have stayed together as a group.
What's the chief's condition?
Why didn't you
Provided
stay
first
together
aid,
as a group?
But
Will he survive?
I'm sorry. I don't know the right lie to tell you at this time.
Damn!
So, the chief...
The right lie.
In any case,
Oh,
it's only a
damn,
matter of time at this
Halara.
We must get him out of here as soon as possible. But that's no easy task. We took out some of the peacekeepers, but many are still around. And Yomi managed to disappear. It's unlike him to quietly retreat. He'll return here soon with many more of his underlings.
Then we need to leave this facility right away!
The gate to the lab has been sealed off. Thanks to that, we can't even leave the building. The elevator to the ground level has been disabled too. We have no place to run.
No place to run?
We're fucked. Hi, Vivia.
Vivia, I didn't know you were here at the lab too.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice. Although, I do feel a sense of wonder at the idea of a secret lab. I fully intended to take a lazy look around the place, but I wasn't given the chance to relax. I was dragged around by Halara and forced to search all over. Jeez, no one will leave me alone.
Master, I get the feeling that he's...
Huh? What is it?
nothing. Maybe it's just my...
This guy is so sus, and also, but he's also hot, so he gets away with it.
Yuma, I'm glad you're safe. I can't.
Tetsuhiko, are you alright?
Yeah, I'll manage. Someone punched me in the face during that scuffle earlier. They damaged my precious moneymaker.
What?
So, what do we do now?
Right. Fubuki, are you alright?
Yes, I will be well once I rest a bit. However,
It's not your fault. You tried your best to help. I was bewildered and confused. Thank you so much. I'm the one who's still inexperienced. He was right there. I couldn't do anything. How can I call myself a detective when I can't even save a friend?
Damn.
there. Right now, you're still a trainee anyway.
Shut up, Shinigami. You're the worst. Are we just gonna take the whole group into the mystery labyrinth?
Chief, please stay. Chief.
He's still breathing, but he's lost a lot of blood. This is what death looks like. It's the same as every other victim you've seen.
It's not the same. I won't let it be the same.
Hey, you got a minute? We can't stay here forever.
Yeah.
We have to take a chance and try busting through the front gate.
I can't agree to that. Wagering on a bet you have no chance of winning is the same as throwing the match.
Well, what else do you suppose
Rather
we do?
keep waiting until peacekeepers break down the door? Oh, right. We can use Fubuki's thing.
Huh? Mine? Really? I am not sure it is worthy of showing off yet.
I've no clue where your head's at, but I'm talking about your thing! Your forte! If we
What?
use that, we can get through the gate without being spotted by the peacekeepers. Even if they catch us, you can just turn back time.
Impossible. The gate can't be unlocked except from the outside. A peacekeeper has to make a call on the intercom to get them to open it. They would never.
Don't
let
you
us
have
through.
disguise?
That won't change no matter.
Then what about Tetsuhiko's disguise forte?
I thought about that too, but my bag is outside the gate.
Why did you leave it there, you
So
dumbass?
useless. He can never help when we need him most.
Maybe we have no choice but to force our way through.
Don't rush to conclusions. The roulette has yet to stop. Until it does, we must consider the best course.
The best course?
Vivia, what's your talent?
We're completely stuck. So this is where...
I won't let that happen. I will never let it happen again.
What we should do right now is calmly consider the best move to make.
The best move.
How did it end up like this? We just happened to appear at the scene of the doctor's murder.
Yes, that's it!
Huh?
The Peacekeepers made up their minds that we're responsible for
Yeah.
killing Dr. Weska. They don't think the Hitman even existed in the first place.
Oh, they
So
don't?
what? Proving that doesn't help us in this situation at all.
But
Yeah,
what
they
if
want
we
to just find a
innocence?
reason.
What if we could prove this was done by the Hitman? The Peacekeepers would have no reason to apprehend us.
Maybe, but still.
They do it anyway.
Proving our innocence.
Don't tell me you're gonna catch that hitman and turn him over to the Peacekeeper. That's impossible. He's
Then we gotta investigate it. We have to investigate the doctor's lab and gather...
That's crazy talk. How do you plan on investigating under these circumstances? Besides, proving our innocence doesn't
Yeah.
guarantee the Peacekeepers will suddenly let us go. This facility is already restricted. They could make up any reason they want to arrest us.
Yeah, they could say, oh, breaking and entering, fuck you.
You've seen how they act for a while now.
That may be true, but
Where's Kurumi?
we're detectives, aren't we? We have to stand up to them when all hope seems lost. That's exactly the moment to fight back as detectives. We must obtain the truth and use it against the Peacekeepers.
I agree with Yuma.
Laura,
Let's go, Halara.
It's true. Detectives should use the truth as their weapon of choice. I didn't expect to hear that from you, Yuma. You sure have grown.
But how do we even investigate?
Still, it's not impossible.
Huh? Could it be Vivia?
Vivia, time to find out what your fucking forte is.
Vivia, will you tell...
I just remembered. I heard rumors about him back at the W. Vivia Twilight can supposedly solve crimes in his sleep.
In his...
It's not a big deal. My condition lets me do detective work while sleeping. Kinda like how some people sneeze differently than others.
Just get to the point. We're running out of time.
Oh, the point? At the end of the rainbow is an ancient battlefield.
Hey, can I punch you just this once?
Get him, tiny man! You and I are on the exact same page right now.
You two should date.
If reading the first and final page of a novel won't give you any notion about the story.
I don't want to hear about some story.
I'll explain. His forte is spectral projection. He
Oh?
can control his own ethereal self. Ethereal self. I suppose I should call it a soul or a ghost, which means he can pass through walls and floors. And all the while, other people...
In other words,
So you can investigate without being seen by the peacekeepers.
I won't do.
Huh?
hey, now's not the time to back down. I'm not asking you to read the room or whatever, but at least...
Think I don't care about my friends? I've made... You're all determined to fight. But don't you think it'd be better to do as the peacekeepers say in this case? You may be able to get Chief Yako medical attention in exchange for surrendering. Don't you think that's the highest chance of survival out of all our options?
You want to get me killed to get rid of Shinigami.
Surrender. Oh, you gotta be...
Not at all.
Whoa, that sure was blunt.
Clinging to pride is why conflict will never... I hate conflict. I'd rather live in a quiet and peaceful world. Butterflies cross the lake, and snowy flowers conceal the moon. Is it such a crime to hold this small wish?
If no one else is willing to say it, then I will warn you. It's a sin to waste such a talent given to you. You are skilled as a detective. However, you lack the willpower to make use...
Get his ass, Halara.
Why is that? Are you afraid of something?
I'm happy to hear you have such high regard for me, Halara. I didn't become a detective because I wanted to be. And as to whether or not I'm afraid, when you desire something, you're afraid of losing it. And yet, why does everyone continue to have desires? Is the truth.
It's no use. I thought he was incomprehensible. Look at the chief! He's dying here! I can't believe you'd go and spout all this nonsense right now!
I apologize if I've offended you. As usual, I'll simply go to a dark...
Master, you gotta stop him!
Vivia, please, wait. I don't understand what you're saying. I know we need your help, right? If you say you won't cooperate with the investigation, I don't mind. Will you please hold hands with me?
Are you trying to make up? I don't remember us.
No, I just want to borrow your power.
Ah, this is your coalescence, is it?
You knew and were just playing dumb?
Well, if it's just holding hands, I don't mind.
Shinigami?
What is this sensation? I knew it.
Strange. Yeah, he is kind of a weird person.
That's not what I meant!
So, you can now use spectral projection? When using my forte, your body will act as though you're asleep.
All right.
Honk me, me, me.
You'll be defenseless while using it. Also, your ghost form doesn't mean you're completely safe from harm.
Hey, Yuma.
I don't know, but I'll try.
Yeah, you can count on...
He's gonna kill me while I'm asleep.
Understood. There's not much time. I have to do this for Chief Yako.
He's gonna kill us while we're
Your
asleep.
soul actually came out!
So this is spectral projection. It's strange to see myself outside of my own body.
Let's see.
Ow! Wait, it didn't hurt, but it feels like I bumped into something. Is it because I've become a spirit like you, Shinigami?
Looks like I can smack you directly now. I'm loving this.
I hate you.
This makes me feel really uneasy.
Lucky for you, I'm here. Now we're literally soulmates.
No, you need to guard our body. He needs to guard our body. Vivio's gonna fucking murder us in our sleep.
His soul has probably left.
Huh? Really?
Looks like Tetsuhiko can't see me.
By the way, Yuma, I'm sure you're hovering right above the floor. You're only doing so subconsciously. Similarly, it may at first be difficult to pass through. To begin, try passing through a door. Why don't you try it out?
I'm passing through the door.
You and I are...
Wow, I really made... This means I can freely go in and out of places I could...
Wow, I'm dead.
Also, the hallway is brightly lit now.
Anyway, we gotta investigate the murder scene.
Yep, mysteriful.
He's gonna fucking kill us in our sleep.
What are those?
They're lost, wandering souls.
Is this what Vivia was warning us about?
Yeah, just be careful not to touch them.
What happens if I do?
You'll be joining them!
Why are you excited about that? Anyway, let's be careful and make sure not to touch...
Time for the tutorial!
Watch out for the warning. A wandering soul will drag whoever touches it to the afterlife. Okay.
Alright, let's hurry.
Let's go! Whoa, it's...
Looks like we can't go this way. Oh, that was a close one.
It's flowing like a waterfall.
Damn it, we died.
We have to hurry to the crime scene.
Go, go, go! There are so many!
Gotta write an apology. Fuck!
We have to hurry to the crime scene.
Go, go, go!
Just a bit more.
What the fuck? I did not touch him!
We have to hurry to the crime scene.
Go, go, go!
Hurry to the crime scene.
Go, go, go! I was really sweating.
So I can't fly around or anything? I can't go through walls or anything?
We're here. I hope there's no...
Who cares if there is? No.
It's a matter of how I feel.
So that's how it is.
Nobody's here. Guess the peacekeepers have better stuff to do than invest. I wonder if the doctor's body is still here.
Maybe the doctor's soul is still floating around. I just scared myself.
Hey,
Aren't
if
you a
I'm the
ghost?
doctor's soul,
This may be weird coming from me.
I guess so. We'll just have to take this one step at a time.
Alright, time to investigate while dead.
This intercom is connected to the doctor's lab. I spoke to Dr. Weska a few times. We were talking on the intercom when the incident started. Dr. Weska, I'll come get you. Can you shut off the security?
Wait, what the?
Is that mask guy good or bad now? We don't know.
Dr. Weska? What's wrong?
Wait, who are you? Help! Somebody come help me!
Doctor? If the doctor was attacked by someone, that means the intruder was already inside at the time. So it has to have been the hitman. The security system was still active, so it should have been impossible to enter. How did the killer get
Yeah.
in? And where did he go after murdering the doctor?
I think it was fucking Vivia murdering someone using his ghost form. Is that a thing you can do?
This is
I think Vivia killed someone, went through the wall and killed someone using his ghost form.
This is the decontamination device. If toxic gas leaks from the other chamber, what's inside the vents?
Master. Did you forget you're a ghost right now?
Oh, right! I'm floating!
No kidding. This spectral projection is such a convenient forte. If that anemic vampire joined the investigation from the start, this could have gone much faster.
That's why I think the anemic vampire committed the murder.
The vent has a cover with bars on it. It looks hollow inside, but it's too dark to say for certain. The cover has a hinge on it. It looks like it can be easily opened and closed. Oh, that's right. I can't touch it since I'm a ghost, but there's no need to open it with my hand. There's a lot of space in here.
Hey, maybe this was the way out. The intruder must have come through here. So that's it, right? That solves everything.
This is the main part of the decontamination device. During decontamination, the fins rotate to suck out air. The structure isn't built for someone to get inside. It's designed to filter air and nothing else.
I'm going to be right about this. It's going to be Vivia. Vivia's the killer.
This couldn't be used as an escape route.
Well, having an easy escape out of a locked room is like covering your pizza in anchovy.
How's that?
Because it'd ruin the whole thing.
Sure. The cover is easy to open and close.
There's no harm in remembering this. This way! We've arrived! It's the dangerous toxic gas chamber! Once it detects an intruder, it'll puff out toxic gas. Well, it's disarmed, so there's nothing to worry about. Also, you're a ghost, so if...
Let's check this out too.
What are we checking out?
I'll find out for you!
Thank you.
So this is where the toxic gas comes out.
Shinigami does something useful first time ever.
It's supposed to be
Oh my god,
secreted,
really?
right?
Yeah, the toxic gas is bacterial. So regular gas masks aren't supposed to work against it. Even if you hold your breath, it'll be absorbed through the skin. And there is no treatment for it in the world. The bacteria takes time to spread through your body. And you'll supposedly die after about 30 minutes.
So either the killer's already dead.
Someone said you need a spacesuit to move through here safely.
Such a scary trap. Whoever invented it won't have a peaceful death.
The killer...
Wait, that already happened.
There doesn't seem to be a secret exit. Which makes sense, as it defeats the purpose of having a toxic gas chamber.
Maybe the killer hid in the little slot with the fan, and then went into the toxic gas chamber, breathed it in, but then survived for 30 minutes, which was just enough time to kill the doctor and Marco Rubio, I forgot his name, Jaco Furio, and then and then died after. Maybe the killer's already dead. It's been 30
How did the
minutes.
intruder get through the chamber?
Right now, I have no idea.
They were either already dead, they were either sacrificed themselves in order to do that, or the killer is Vivia.
And we've arrived at the last room, the panel chamber. There are 9 panels divided in a 3x3 grid. And make one mistake, and you...
The high voltage isn't just a threat. It's not a problem since security is disarmed at the moment.
Also, you're still a ghost master. Attention!
We're not done investigating yet.
Oh, okay.
And here's what all that security was protecting. Pressing this switch opens the door to the doctor's lab. We managed to get this far earlier, thanks to Amapal and Fubuki's forte.
I see it all.
Looks like this is it, my man. Hurry up and hit that switch.
We just need to stretch Amapal's arm.
We're in a hurry, but this door is moving so slowly. Yuma, that should be good at...
Oh yeah. Didn't the researcher mention when an arm's extended, no other controls will function? I guess I need to pull back the arm first.
Now we can move again.
Does that matter?
Hurry, Yuma.
I remember the trouble you had waiting for the door to...
It opens really slowly, and
We tried to hurry inside, but Amapal suddenly fell over.
there were no steps or obstacles, so
I'm sure it was pushed by the fleeing culprit.
that has to be it.
Wait, it can't be Vivia then.
We're not done investigating.
We aren't?
This is the decontamination device in the panel chamber. It looks like it's here to purify any toxic gas that escaped, but the cover doesn't open and close like the decontamination device in the air. There's no way someone can fit through.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Oh, the peacekeepers are here.
No need to worry about it. They can't see.
It still feels pretty weird. The peacekeepers are still talking.
By the way, do you know anything about this dead old guy?
Yeah, I worked security here. The geezer was famous in the war. He took advantage of people for his
Okay.
research and didn't care how many were sacrificed. He seemed to have gotten even more and more arrogant over the last 3 years ago. The higher-ups canned his big project. He lit
3 years ago.
Project?
That's when it started
Is this the
raining,
one
right?
Kyoto mentioned?
He was part of a big project that was canceled in the past.
There's really no way to verify now if that research was about homunculi.
The old man was hard of hearing, so he couldn't really hear what anyone's... When it comes to other people, their words literally fell on deaf ears.
Read lips? So we watched someone's mouth to figure out what they were saying?
Lip reading? So that explains what...
Who the hell are you? I refuse to speak with any disrespectful hoodlum. Either take off your mask or present someone whose mouth I can view.
Back then...
So he's
the doctor
deaf.
refused to talk. It was because he couldn't read his lips due to the mask he wore.
That's what the point of the mask
There were
is.
some suspicious rumors about the old man.
What rumor?
Yeah, I want to know.
He said he shut himself in here for research. He was plotting something bad.
And what's that?
He was planning to flee from Conai Ward.
That's stupid. It's not.
Well, it's just a rumor. After what happened,
We got into Kanai Ward.
Ah, so he was planning to flee the city. Master, looks like you got some nice info since you...
Trying to escape Kanai Ward would be considered betraying Amaterasu Corporate. Did the hitman go after him because of this? Someone in Amaterasu Corp who knows the doctor could have hired a... But who? There's canned food and water bottles here. This all looks like food.
The guy wasn't right in the head if he was surviving for months on such plain food.
Yeah, it's fairly strange.
He did mention that he was running out of food.
There's a small vent here.
You still don't like Kurumi? Well, you're an L. If you're right about
It's
this,
not
I'm gonna
large
be
enough for a
mad.
person to get
No,
through.
if you're right about Kurumi, I'm gonna be so
Fixing
mad.
plates.
The only culprits...
Why isn't she here?
Berries are known.
There's so many things that suggest it's Vivia, but there's also things that it's not. Can Vivia interact with these knives in the back?
The Amapel we used is still here. Huh? And what's this? Looking at it carefully, there's a mark on the back of its head.
Huh? Well, what's a shoe print doing there?
I don't remember seeing this mark when we sent Amapel into the airlock. Could it have been from back then? When we tried to enter the
When he
lab,
tripped it over.
Amapel fell over.
The clean culprit kicked it! It must have left a mark! You did it, Master! You finally found a sign of the killer! All that's left is to figure out how the culprit managed to get through that perfect...
That's the biggest mystery here.
Could we, like, compare shoe prints? You only sus her because you don't like her? Why don't you like her? She's great.
The knife is probably the murder weapon. There's an inscription on it.
Hey, shouldn't we move the corpse out of here soon? They're always telling us to clear out corpses quickly since the rain makes them rot so fast.
nah, we leave it alone until we receive further orders. It's the one that Fink the slaughter artist uses, right? Heard
Okay.
about his knives inscribed with the letter F. They say that's his proof to his clients that he was the one who got the job done.
So,
The F
Fink
is
the
fuck.
slaughter artist really killed the doctor?
Either way, it doesn't matter. Hey, don't you think a knife from a famous hitman would go...
Huh? You thinking of stealing evidence?
So that unique knife belongs to Fink the Slaughterer. The knife near Chief Yako looked strangely similar to this. So the doctor was, in fact, killed by Fink?
Or someone pretending to be Fink.
Dr. Weska. I never even got to ask him about the homunculi.
He has 3 wounds on his back. A knife is still stuck in one of them. He doesn't appear to have any other injuries. I'm like an awesome detective's assistant.
Thanks. You've been a great help.
No, you haven't.
Again? Compliment me more!
I fucking hate you. Why did they stab him 3 times?
The stuff here appears to be chemicals. The one on the front is
Oh, I know this. It's a highly acidic
Sulfuric
liquid that can
acid?
melt anything.
sulfuric acid. I better not touch it then. This is the doctor's computer. I'm sure it contains some important data. I wish there was a way to check it out.
It's so sad when you can't touch anyone. I guess you just gotta give up.
There's an open notebook on the desk. Does it have to do with the doctor's research? Looks like he's splashing liquid on someone.
What?
Wait. I remember seeing... I knew it. It's the symbol for If that's the case, was he trying
Oh!
to splash acid on people?
He's fucking Walter Whiting them. Put him in the barrel, filling it with sulfuric acid.
Acid would melt a person's clothes and skin.
Melting clothes and...
He's Walter Whiting them.
I think that's about it. That should do it for the investigation.
Taking a look around, there aren't any hidden exits or hiding spots.
I watched too many movies and games where a girl with the flirts with the protagonist to betray them end so well. Yeah, I think it's a possibility.
There isn't even a single window. There's a small vent, but it's not big enough to fit through. There are no suspicious spots on the walls, floor, or ceiling.
And even if you got through the door, there's the dangerous security system. Yeah. So how did the culprit manage? It's the perfect impossible crime! Mysteriful!
Even if it's
Please stop saying that.
I have to solve it. For the
Please stop
chief's
saying
sake and everyone
mysteriful.
else.
I don't like that. You're annoying.
For now, let's head back to the security room. I need to tell everyone about what
By the
I
way,
found.
how is the audio doing? Is the audio alright? Like, can y'all hear me just fine? Or what? Like when I'm leaning back like this? Right now they can allow to be on the boat. You can hear me?
You have the
Okay.
power to solve it on your own.
And can you see me down here? Like, hi. Oh, you can. Okay, we good. Do you have to go back through all of the things again?
What's the matter, Vivia?
I was wondering how your investigation was going.
Did you come to help? I didn't expect your cooperation. Still, thank you. It's very reassuring.
Wait, Master. You shouldn't trust him. He's plotting something.
He absolutely is.
Aren't you?
So, what will you do now? Are you still going to pursue the truth?
Huh? Why wouldn't I? I finished investigating the crime scene. We need to find the truth. Otherwise, the chief won't get treated.
I see. So you won't be satisfied until you discover the...
What do you mean?
Master, watch out! He's plotting something!
Tell me, Yuma. Why do you seek the truth?
Huh? We have to find the truth to fight the Peacekeeper.
Well, the truth is like cracks in a mirror. They're all so small.
He's hot. He's an emo
Must
boy.
squint.
He's definitely evil,
Most
but
didn't even notice them.
but he's hot, so he
They
can
think
get
the
away with
world
it.
reflected in the mirror is reality itself. If you did notice the cracks, would you destroy the mirror to reveal what the real world actually looks like? Even if the moment the mirror is destroyed, it changes the world.
What are you talking?
And if shattering the mirror reveals nothing but darkness and chaos, even then,
I don't know what will happen when the truth is exposed, but right now we need the truth to save Chief Yako and everyone, including you, of course. I just want to help others.
and for that, what will you sacrifice? How much have you already sacrificed?
Huh?
I bet you're the type who's willing to sacrifice yourself for the truth. One day, it will ruin you. You will destroy the world for truth's sake.
Me?
No, you've already stepped one foot into ruin. In fact, it's already up to your neck. If possible, I'd like to help you. You are a dear friend to me. How about it? It's not too late. Why not turn back from this path?
You mean to let us be captured by peacekeepers? That doesn't solve anything. I don't understand what you're saying, Vivia. Never mind. We need to report what I discovered to the other. Vivia?
Ah! He took out a blade! This guy is nuts!
I usually keep this in my pocket. It's not real. So, slashing at you won't do anything. But I warned you, didn't I? I was simply returned to my body 5 seconds before you do, and then I'll slice your throat open. Given I am more familiar with spectral projection, well, will you give up now?
Are you threatening me?
I only want you to give up on the truth. The truth you wish to expose is dangerous. I have a feeling that our peace and quiet will be pulled right out from under our feet. If you won't stop,
What do you mean Kurumi is more
then
sus
I
than him?
must stop you.
He's literally threatening
For
us
this
with a
world's
knife.
sake.
You're not making any sense.
I don't want it to end this. I thought we could talk it out, but you refuse to give up. So it looks like this is what I must.
What? Master, hurry back!
Hey, you two.
Who is that?
Yeah, the truth is cruel. Never in history has the truth been known to be kind.
That voice.
But you know what? Turning our eyes
Yoko!
away from the truth and living a lie is harsh too. In the end, you can never look away from the truth. As long as you live, you must face that pain. So really, what's the point of worrying so much about it? When you're lost, believe in your own heart. That way, even if things end up all wrong,
Chief Yako, are you all right?
Impossible. There's no way he could have made it here with those wounds.
Then that voice.
Perhaps it was his soul's voice as it separated from his body.
That means...
No way. Is he dead?
I don't know.
Vivian tried to kill me. Why would he do such a thing?
He's still trying, is he
Now's
not?
the time to be dwelling on that.
You're right. Chief Yaku is the main concern right now, not whatever's going on with Vivia.
Yup. So go!
Chief Yako!
It appears his soul hasn't been severed yet, but the line is very thin.
Then why did we hear Chief Yako's voice back there?
It seems there are many more mysterious things in this world. Well, since he went through the trouble of risking his life to give us a lecture, when you're lost, you should believe in your own heart.
Vivia, I still have a lot I need to say to you, but solving this case is top priority. This is the only way to save Chief Yako.
Fine. You can report to them once you return to your body.
Where are you going?
After hearing the chief's words, I just remembered. There's
Where are you
something
going?
I need to
No, I
do.
don't like Vivian much because he wanted to kill your boy.
What's that?
He looked hot doing
I
it.
have a premonition in exchange for obtaining the truth. I sense that our peace and quiet will crumble. But perhaps something in order to discover what that may be. It's not that I want the truth. I need to find an answer I can...
I still don't understand most of what you say, but let's investigate this together.
As you wish.
Master, don't trust this guy. You can't erase the fact that he flashed a blade at you.
I know, I'm not that naive.
You should.
You are.
After all, you're old. I still have a bad feeling about this.
Really? I want to believe that it'll be all right.
Oh no.
So are we just going after...
Maybe you should wait to go until after you
But if I let Vivia go alone now, I'm sure Vivia has seen something. I also want to see what he sees.
Are you alright? Did his cryptic way of talking infect you?
I said I'd continue the
Huh? I thought you already had a plan.
Nope.
You don't, huh?
If you have any expectations for my actions, then you're in for a disappointment. I'm good at avoiding trouble. I try to stay still and just let things pass.
That's because spectral projection allows him to investigate without moving an inch.
So, what have you learned about Dr. Huesca's death?
Well, I gathered some clues, but...
There are only two reasons a mystery goes unsolved. Either there's not enough information, or not enough smarts. There's no point in crying over the latter. Which means, there's only one thing we can do.
Should we...
Gather
search the
information?
scene?
No. The missing piece might not always be at the crime scene. It could have been launched far away.
So you're saying we should check
I need to go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run a quick ad for you to watch. I'll be right back. In 1 minute. I returned. Welcome back. Hello, everybody.
I'll let you be our guide here. But I'd like to request minimal movement. The shortest possible distance.
Hey, Master, are you sure there could be another key to the...
We did finish investigating the actual crime scene, so we can use spectral projection to enter anywhere and look.
We don't have much time.
Why can't
We
Vivia
have to check
see?
the rooms we can access.
Just barge in and check everything.
It'd be cooler if... It'd be cooler if we could use the spectral projection to enter walls and like fly around and stuff freely, but whatever, because the gameplay isn't like that.
What?
I heard a beep over here.
I see.
What chapter are we in?
Hey, is it true that
Yeah, just like that note said.
But why send a death threat?
It's a hitman we're talking about.
That's a good point. What was the purpose of sending that? Plus, not only was it sent to the targets, the doctor, it was also sent to the peacekeepers and our detective agency.
Doing that would just increase security around here.
According to my research about Fink, the slaughter artist, he's never sent a note like that in his previous cases.
So
Okay.
this time is special?
Well, who knows?
Oh,
This lab seems like a private room. Even though it's an incident, they don't seem to care. Let's look somewhere else.
It says this is the electrical room.
Let's check it out.
This is...
There's no way I can find out right now. Let's look elsewhere.
It's really true.
Was it before or after the blackout?
Right after the blackout. I happened
Oh.
to be nearby when the lights went out. And I saw a dark silhouette pass right...
That doesn't really tell.
Please believe me.
So someone suspicious was wandering around here right after the blackout.
Does that mean it was caused by the hitman?
But who was that?
There are a bunch of switchboards. If this was shut down, there'd be a power outage in the lab.
The ad was this game?
Seems to be managed here.
Really? Like an ad? You got an ad for this game?
Wait. I don't see a switchboard for Dr. Weska's lab.
That reminds me. Dr. Weska said the critical lab was on an independent system.
Nice.
That was a rather indifferent response from Vivia.
Maybe he's bored with the investigation?
That's a bit sus of you.
Sorry about threatening you with the blade earlier.
I was so scared. I thought you were going to kill me. You weren't serious.
Why wouldn't I be?
Huh?
To tell the truth, I wouldn't know if I'd actually slash your throat until I was about to do it. Although, there's a good chance Laura and me...
So, you were serious?
I don't want to kill anyone if possible, but yes, I was serious.
This guy is dangerous.
Yeah.
Have we investigated everything down here?
Yep. Use the stairs so you don't get fat.
Shut up.
This reminds me. You went inside, Doc.
Yeah, just once. I think it was about...
And he's been shut in there since, right?
But the doctor was famous for being antisocial. It was probably the perfect...
Still, this is a bit extreme for the sake of avoiding people.
Anyway, when I brought in the food, he made me check inside those boxes repeatedly. Not that there was any space for someone to hide in.
What? It's a machine, but I have no idea what it's for. It looks like it's undergoing maintenance right now. It's not being used today, so I'm thinking it's unrelated to the case.
Chief Yako was attacked in this hallway. The gory bloodstains are still here. This is where he was attacked by the hitman. Damn it all! If I'd only gotten here earlier, I could have changed his fate.
I can't change the future.
Did you see the hit?
No, not clearly.
Then how do you know it was the hitman?
Because Chief Yako said so himself.
The hitman?
Did he actually testify that, or what? Did he
Also,
just
the
said
knife
his
which
name?
was used to stab Chief Yako.
Ah, the murder weapon always used by Fink, the slaughter artist.
You know about it?
I did some research after he got that note from the killer. He uses his knife to prove to his clients that he's setting that aside.
You're right. There are some strange marks. Like something brushed. Considering the chaos of the time, I don't think it's odd for a mark like this to be here.
Look closer. This mark appears to have been made with someone's bloody fingertip.
Is it a dying message?
Could the chief have done it?
He wrote 11037.
No. It's more like he was trying to reach for something. rather than right.
What could he have been reaching for?
Master, maybe it's that house plant over there.
Maybe there's something about this. Vivia! A photo and a map?
Isn't this the map of this lab?
A map?
As for the photo...
Oh, didn't Chief Yako, wasn't he in love with somebody, or he kept looking at a photo?
The woman looks like she's wearing a lab coat. The man
Oh, Chief Yako used to be in love with
very well.
someone.
You keep staring at that. Oh, did you fall in love with the woman?
With the woman.
I'm just checking for clues.
This is a clue? You don't?
I don't. But it has to be a clue.
Maybe he hid it behind
This
here
bloodstain
so
was
we
made
wouldn't
by Chief
discover.
Yako as he tried to hide this behind the pot. He left this clue and made sure the culprit didn't find it.
By using the last of his
Does this have to do with his wife?
He's not dead.
So, what room is this?
I told you, it's just storage. They keep it locked up because there are some confidential documents among us researchers.
Among
It
Us?
is perpetually sealed off.
Well, unlock it right now. We need to see if the
The only key is held by the
What? Director Yomi had?
No, the Peacekeeper's director personally
I see. Guess we don't need to look inside.
Right.
Okay.
Only the director has the key to this room?
There's gotta be some kind of secret here.
Right, let's take a look inside. From the look of it, it seems like ordinary.
I hope we get a
storage
remix to the next chapter of this investigation
Files
thing.
lining the shelves
Like the
appear
rock
to be
remix.
mostly old
Everything else is just junk and experimental tools. I guess this has nothing to do with the incident.
Nothing here seems to pertain to homunculus research or Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Huh? How do you know that?
There's a section with a missing file. He probably already disposed of anything he didn't want others to. The secret we're looking for won't be here anymore.
So, the evidence has already been destroyed. After we finally...
Damn it. We failed.
That place is suspicious. I'll find out for you.
Did you find something, Shinigami?
By the way, what made you suddenly decide you wanted...
Didn't I just tell you why? There's no mistake that the truth you seek is dangerous. But I remember the chief's words. I must see what it could be.
Sheesh. I don't get it.
Huh? The desk is covered in dust, but the folder isn't. Amaterasu lab map. But it's empty inside. Hey, maybe the map we saw outside could have been taken from here.
But how
Where
did...
did he left out then?
But how did Yako get in here?
There's nothing else here. Seems like we weren't able to find anything of note. Sheesh. I was hoping this suspicious experimental lab would have a hidden passage or two.
For now, let's finish our investigation here and go to another room.
Such a pain. But...
This is the robot.
Hey, listen up. The reason Dr. Weska died is because he deserved it. It's called karma. He always insulted my research.
Serves him right! Serves him right!
Oh, sorry. That must have hurt. this is also his fault. They still haven't come back with that armor pal I lent them. I'll take a bath with it once it comes back to me.
What?
Oh, but that means I need to start research on water.
I think I've seen something I shouldn't have.
He certainly has a grudge against Dr. Huesca.
I guess it's easy to find out what people are really thinking when you're...
My forte exposes anyone's inner life and encourages. That being said, it's thanks to this ability that no one comes near me anymore, which is what makes you special, Yuma.
You think so?
You're way too naive, Master. It's pretty much a sickness at this point. I'm getting excited here!
There's a manual for Amapal. I already know most Amapal can be controlled via a special tablet device. Watch the camera feed from Amapal's eyes while you use the key buttons to control it. You can also use the mic to communicate for safety.
Oh, you
ends
can
of the
communicate
arms
via
are
voice.
ball-shaped. However, while extending or retracting an arm, this is to prevent the arm's wires from being tangled when children handle it roughly. It has a load capacity of 100 kilograms. The sales pitch does say, withstand play with your rowdiest kids, and tough enough for an elephant to stand up.
It's exactly as the researcher told us.
Yeah, there isn't much other information.
But it's still important.
I think that's about it.
I think I've checked what I can here.
I think I've checked everything I could.
Knew it! You didn't get any clues.
We have learned a lot here.
What?
But what did we learn?
That's all I can do to help. After all, I'm more interested in this. I think we should return to our bodies soon.
Oh, then I'll go back too.
Don't let him get there ahead of me. There's always been something sus about the WDO. It says eradicating the world's unsolved mysteries. That specific use of that word, eradicating, has always been sus to me.
Hey, you're back. How'd the investigation go?
Well, I managed to get a lot more information,
Whatever, just tell us what you found. We don't...
Sure.
So nothing you found leads us directly to the
Yeah, sorry.
That's how these
Only we
cases
could get
work.
a glimpse of Dr. Weska's computer.
What could we learn from that?
The security logs. They should be saved on the doctor's computer. If we could check the logs, we could clearly see the security system status. With that, we may be able to figure out when and how the culprit entered the...
Can't you check the logs with that computer instead?
I can see that the log file exists, but you must log onto the doctor's computer to see...
You were in the doctor's lab!
You cannot touch anything while using spectral projection.
Well, why didn't you possess a peacekeeper in the room?
Don't be unrealistic, please. The ghost form isn't all-powerful. It cannot take over someone else's body, nor can it... In fact, you weren't able to hear the conversation between Yuma and me.
Master, I think you should carefully remember that spectral projection trait.
Huh? Why do you say that?
No reason. I just have a feeling.
You can't... Ghost forms... Yeah, okay.
Since it
I
can't be
think
done with
he,
spectral
I think he's
projection,
sus.
someone has to go back there and look at the doctor. That's basically jumping right into enemy territory.
This is bad. His heartbeat.
Are you serious? Is the chief gonna be all right?
Don't just stand there!
Right.
Chief, please stay with us! It was only a matter of time to begin with, but it looks like that time has come.
Whoa! What should I do? At this rate, it'll be over for everyone. Chief Yako, Alara, Fubuki, Tetsuhiko, and even Vivia. I refuse to let it end without saving anyone.
To be honest, even if you want to go to the mystery labyrinth, you don't have enough clues.
So you're saying we can't do anything until we check the doctor's computer?
Hey, Master. You've always been relying on others until now. Isn't it time for you to do this yourself? You may be a trainee, but you're still a detective. Try to save everyone on your own.
You're trying to get us to walk into a death trap.
On my own?
I guess you're not the type. Just teasing ya.
Yuma's the only character that's gotten character development because all the other characters have just had like one
Yuma.
chapter.
What's wrong?
I'm heading back to check the doctor's computer.
Wow. Wait. Are you heading in there as yourself? Do you know what you're doing, Yuma? It's all...
Thanks to our investigation while in ghost form, I have an idea where the peacekeepers are located. Now
I don't.
Only chance before Yomi.
All right. I'll leave the investigation to you, Yuma.
Hey, are you sure?
Our hands are full just trying to treat the chief. The doctor's computer should have the security log and other...
Right. I'll see to it.
I shall join you. That way...
No, Fubuki. Please save your power for whenever... I'll be fine.
Reversing time takes a lot of energy.
All right.
I'll stay here as well.
Why? You should go.
There is nothing besides. Even if we...
So you're just gonna give up? Fine. I won't waste time asking
Yeah, you're a
anything
bitch.
anymore. Just go to... Yuma, you're our only hope.
Right. I'm heading off now.
Master, you're acting pretty cool.
I am a detective after all.
Seems like my training is working. Oh, and Master? Regarding the clumsy girl's time rewinding power?
Huh? What?
That probably has nothing to do with the case. Just, just in case.
Sure.
Yeah, we retried that multiple times.
Alright, let's move carefully so...
Wasn't there two peacekeepers right inside the doctor's lab? How are we gonna deal with them?
I managed to get here. I better keep moving and stay out of sight.
How?
Wait, what if some toxic gas is still lingering around? Nah, just kidding.
I knew it.
How are you going to get past them?
I just need to reach the computer without being seen.
This mission is impossible.
There's no time. We need to hurry up and check the doc. All that's left is to check the computer.
Don't touch that!
Who's there?
Oh no!
You dumbass Yuma!
Jeez, I told...
You're that terrorist detective.
I'll catch you and report to Director Yomi.
Master, you'll have to take a chance in the mystery labyrinth.
Wait, I didn't check the computer yet!
Then what are you gonna do?
What do I do?
Just come quietly. Resistance is futile.
What's the matter?
Let's go, Vivia!
Vivia!
Sheesh. What a pain. I want to die someday.
Vivia, you came...
I always like to keep this syringe in my pocket.
He walks around with a syringe. He's like a walking cop magnet.
I know I should leave you alone, You are like death itself.
You said that before, but I'm not the death detective.
No matter. Once you obtain the truth...
I don't get what you mean, but you really saved... Vivia really helped us out there. Let's wrap up this It's not locked.
No one could enter this room, so...
Time to check it out. Let's see... Security log, reference folder 1.
Well, what are you looking at?
Well, basically, when the security system is turned on or off, so if someone cut the security and entered this room without permit, it would be recorded in the log.
Uh-huh. I don't really get it.
Huh? What's going on here?
What's wrong?
The only instance of the security being switched off was an hour ago. That means this must have been when I used Amapal to disable the security.
Right. So what?
It was never disabled for anyone to get into. So was someone living in here with...
Which means that security was up for at least 90 days before. There wasn't a single moment that security was cut during that time.
This old man was cooped up in here for 90 days?
That's not the problem here. There's no record of... There should be a log of the hitman entering before we did. Since there isn't, the doctor couldn't have been murdered here. It's... the perfect...
From the looks of it, it appears... The files are formatted to prevent editing.
We've checked the data, but it's just...
And thus, the mystery deepens.
It's not over yet. There could... His emails haven't been deleted. He's been communicating a lot with the same person.
From to Doctor. Doctor, we have trouble. Someone has discovered our deal. You should go into hiding for the time being. It seems it's time to call it quits. We've profited enough from the society. It is too dangerous to leak research. With my funny money, other rumors true? You intend to leave Conway? Don't you tell me you're plotting to take the research and run. I think Rufio or Rufy was working together with the Doctor.
This is
quite a suspicious exchange. I'm sure Doctor refers to Dr. Huesca.
The address is just random characters jumbled together.
The Doctor spoke to a mysterious person about leaking research and...
Speaking of which, Makoto mentioned something similar.
Well, this is just a rumor, but someone in Amaterasu Corporation is working behind. I don't know what they're plotting, but if this rumor is...
So his suspicions were right. Searching through the backlog of the emails, but it seems like their relationship soured about 6 months ago. I guess the Doctor wanted to cut ties.
So the Doctor plotted to leave Kanai Ward in this one.
It's more like he directly threatened him, if you ask me.
Could Anonymous be the one who hired the hitman?
The Doctor betrayed him, so he sought to kill the Doctor.
Or maybe Anonymous is the Doctor.
Didn't shut himself in here just for research.
He felt Anonymous posed a threat, so he barricaded himself in a lab with impenetrable. That also makes sense.
But he sure didn't act like someone living with a death threat.
Either he was that confident in his security. Regardless, this Anonymous is very
Even if that person hired the hitman.
True. That is the biggest puzzle here. How did the culprit get through such perfect security? And if we don't figure that out, the case can't be solved in our...
Huh?
Yomi, hi.
What are you doing here?
You again? What are you, anyway? Or was this all fated from the very beginning? No. Fate is just an excuse for... Alright, fine. You're not just some shit in my path. You're an obstacle in the way of my ideals. Trash must be dealt with properly. What's your name?
Yuma Coco Head.
I see. I'll make a path through Kanai Ward's sewers with your name on it. Of course, it'll be named after your bones once they're dumped there. Hey! Capture these criminals! I'll execute them on the spot!
Shinigami, can you do it?
Of course, Master! We're finally acting like partners! And of course...
Just fucking do the thing!
To the mystery lab!
Mystery
time to go titty mode. Why is the game like this? Oh wait, shit! Dude, Vivia's gonna be here with us. I can't wait to fucking see his reaction to this.
This. I see. So this is your true power. Yuma, I knew you were dangerous.
No matter what you say, it's already way too late.
I want to die someday.
Down the rabbit hole we go.
Yeah, welcome back to the Mystery Labyrinth.
Again with the falling. Oh, Vivia.
So, this place is a physical manifestation of mysteries from the case?
You can tell? Oh, well, anyway, this actually isn't my forte.
Due to the power of death. Her, right?
Huh?
So you really could see me this whole time?
Yeah.
You could?
It's due to my spiritual affinity. Ever since I was young, I've been able to see otherworldly things. My forte was gained through training that innate talent. Though, I wasn't able to see her clearly like this before. I could tell you were talking to some haze following you around. Until one day, I used my spectral projection at the agency. After that, I did some research. I discovered that the WDO Underground Book Vault held something called the Book of... and also that someone had taken it.
Did I take it? Before I lost my memories?
I don't know. Since you're a rookie, only a handful of people have WDO clearance for that.
Just a handful?
Then how did we get our hands on it?
You've been using this ability to solve... So, this is also related to the mysterious deaths of all those culprits? My guess is, clearing a labyrinth, a materialization of a myth. If that's the case, you've killed a lot of people with your own hands, Yuma.
Well, I didn't really kill anyone.
Nope. I may be the one reaping their souls, but the blood is still on your hands.
Hey!
No point in pretending to be a goody two-shoes.
I see. So you're determined to do this. Sorry, but I don't think I have that kind of conviction, So, I think I'll take...
You can sleep if you want, but...
Is that so?
If you're not with Master when and if he solves the labyrinth, well, if you don't have any regrets in the real world, you're free to die here.
Regrets? I don't... Especially after you exposed the mystery of this case.
What do you mean by that?
I'll be perfectly clear. I'm just going to tag along. I'll leave the heavy lifting to you.
I don't care what you do, just don't get in our way. Well, Master.
Yeah, okay.
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
I am.
Who fucking made this decision?
Is that sword for cutting through mysteries?
Here you go, Master. Here's...
Is that key something like a clue? Wow. Looks like you're ready to go.
Could you be more of a doubter? Whatever. So let's go! Let's hunt down this culprit who preys on the truth!
We have to walk?
Come on! You're bumming me out here.
I thought you were going to ignore him.
He got confronted with the fact that he's killed multiple people and he's still not talking about it.
Say, Vivia, do you remember anything about the case?
You mean Dr. Huesca's murder? Or are you talking about when Chief Yako was attacked?
Huh? You remember? Everyone else that came...
That's pretty rare. Must be because of his whole spiritual thing.
So the others lost their memories. That's why no one remembers this death god.
How rude of them. It's thanks to yours truly that those cases got...
That reminds me, I used my coalescence with Fubuki before Vivia, but Vivia is the only one who came into the mystery labyrinth.
I guess coalescence got overridden. I don't know either.
You don't know? But coalescence is your power, Shinigami.
Relax, will ya? Minor detail.
You would have been better off with Fubuki. She would have been far more useful for this case.
It doesn't matter anyway. No one can use their forte here.
Oh. So now I really don't have to do anything.
Jeez! You ever think your lack of motivation could be contagious?
Hey, relax.
What the fuck is happening? I'm so sus of everyone here right now. Alright, question up first.
There's that mystery!
Huh?
What?
I wish they wouldn't spring out of nowhere like that.
I thought this labyrinth would only require your wits.
Well, he doesn't have a whole lot of wits, so he doesn't have a choice.
Huh? Why didn't...
Not only was there no problem, Master, maybe you don't even know which mystery to start with to solve this case.
Yeah. There's so many unknowns.
Come on! You gotta know where to start with this stuff, or you won't be able to solve a single thing.
Yeah.
Let's decide that for now. What's the first mystery of this case?
The first mystery is the fact that Dr. Huesca was murdered in a completely locked room with no... The doctor was located deep in the critical lab, behind layers of security. And yet, he was found stabbed to death. We were the first to discover the body. Because of that, we were thought to be the culprit. So how did the culprit get in and out of the doctor? That's what I don't know.
The the culprit is
Yeah.
definitely the hitman.
I think so, but besides, even if the hitman did it, there's the question of who hired him. But there's no doubt the hitman stabbed Chief Yako. That's the only thing I'm absolutely certain about.
I'm not.
Peacekeepers?
Kanai Ward's garbage. What are you doing here?
Yomi Hellsmile.
So the director of the Peacekeepers is here.
Yeah, but he's just part of the Mystery Labyrinth.
Oh.
In other words...
Right.
You pieces of shit. Disturbing the peace of Kanai Ward.
Oh? So the final boss is going to be Makoto
This guy
then.
doesn't seem like an easy opponent.
He's just going to shout words at us.
Choice. You killed Dr. Wesker, didn't you?
This design goes fucking crazy. What happened to Makoto? Like, Yomi took him away and then... We haven't heard from him at all. I don't think we're gonna solve this case this time. I think it's gonna lead to a... Like, it's like a DR1 Chapter 5 situation.
Killed Dr. Wesker. You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab. And then murdered him
No.
inside.
Well, we did do that, but...
Until you actually...
Bacterial, so gas mask.
Entered the lab. The security system for the critical lab stayed active.
Yes,
It's
that's
impossible to
true.
bypass the system while it's active. In other words, no one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be an intruder.
Oh, wait! Okay.
Which makes you the culprit.
You're the ones who killed Dr. Wesker. You disarmed the security system to the doctor's lab. And then murdered him inside. Until you actually entered the lab.
The security system for the critical lab stayed active.
It's impossible to bypass the system while it's active. In other words,
No one can enter the doctor's lab. There couldn't be an intruder.
This is the truth.
There's a remix. The remix.
When the body was first discovered, Amapal was about to enter the doctor's lab, but something bumped into it, and in fact, there was a mark on Amapal's head. That mark wasn't there when we borrowed it.
You call that evidence? Is bullshit the only thing that comes out of that mouth?
I wish these grass cutters would shut up.
Shit! There was an intruder? That's impossible!
Ouch.
And in fact, you proved that yourself!
My claim doesn't hold up! What do you mean? We proved there wasn't an intruder!
You still don't understand?
Lab map, airlock, panel chamber, decontamination.
If there was another intruder, then where did they go?
That is the question of the... I think they hid inside the airlock decontamination device.
By the time you arrived at the scene, there was no one else, right?
True.
There's no place to hide in the critical.
Flash through this mystery! There's a hiding spot. It's inside inside the airlock's decontamination device.
I wish these people would shut up.
The vents cover can be easily removed, and there's just enough space for someone to fit.
Can y'all hear me all right? Even despite this shit going on outside?
We wouldn't have seen them when we arrived at the scene.
So what? You've got it all wrong anyway. Everything is wrong. Your existence is all wrong.
It seems like they're here every fucking day.
We managed to defeat him this time.
He sure is persistent, huh?
Anyway, there's no doubt someone else was inside the doctor's lab. So let's unravel each mystery one at a time.
All right, we'll get it this time.
Was there an intruder? Yes.
Come on. Why does it have to be...
Okay, now that we've wedged our way into this mystery, we just gotta head through the labyrinth and reach...
Right here!
We're just now getting to the point.
Hey, don't sigh. This is a...
Sorry.
Anyway, let's head inside.
There was an intruder for sure. We know
Oh, this
someone
background is
hacked
sick.
our-
Yeah.
The culprit probably hit Amapel on their way out. After that, they must have intended to leave the lab, but they couldn't because we were in the front chamber. So they hid inside the decontamination device to avoid us.
So,
Yeah.
if you checked inside the decontamination, you would have caught the culprit then and there.
Yeah, but it was an emergency and...
It's super lame to make up excuses, Master.
It's not an excuse, but
You
it
could have
is
saved
true.
Yako's
If I had
life.
thought about why Amapel was knocked over at that time, I would have realized the culprit was in there. We could have waited in ambush to search for them. And if I'd caught the culprit then, Chief Yako wouldn't have gotten
Master, wallowing in regret is even lamer. If you have time for that, you have...
Right.
Another fork in...
How did the culprit enter the lab? That I do not know.
The central question. This is the first step to solving how the culprit committed an impossible murder.
I leave the rest to you.
You can bring your own stuff into the mystery labyrinth?
He's just special.
We know this isn't true. It has to be this.
Right here!
The doctor invited the culprit in? But why?
Things are so muddled now because we're assuming the culprit forced their way inside. If the culprit was invited to the lab,
Yeah.
then he easily would have been able to enter.
But the doctor sounded
Doctor disabled
surprised.
security. He wouldn't need it if he was expecting a guest.
Huh? A trap?
Guess you were wrong, Yuma. Well, I already knew that before.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
You wanted me to tell you? People only grow by learning from past mistakes.
Master, we have to get out of here!
What the fuck are those things?
Get out! Use logic to show how this fruit is the wrong one!
Oh, right, I'll try.
Why is invited in by the doctor not correct? Oh, because it was never turned off.
The log on the doctor's computer didn't show any signs of... If that's the case, he certainly didn't... Well, I may have messed up, but at least we got...
Maybe, but if you hadn't messed up in the first place, you wouldn't have to come up with such a lame excuse.
I know.
And your punishment for doing that is more walking. It can't be this, because it's on a separate tower. So it has to be this.
Right here!
Culprit never entered? But you said there's no doubt the culprit was in there.
Perhaps the intruder is not the culprit after all.
So you're saying that the doctor committed suicide? If the doctor committed suicide, then the culprit wasn't the intruder, but the doctor himself.
But if the doctor did it, there would be no intruder. The doctor was already in the lab.
Huh? This route is wrong.
I think all of them are wrong.
No need to worry, Yuma. I don't mind it at all if we can't
Sheesh. Even I'm losing motivation.
Don't let him influence you! One stab would have indicated that he held the knife in place, but he couldn't have made 3 wounds like that.
But then, what is it? Because it can't be he deactivated security. That's completely wrong.
You're tired, Yuma.
Resting here wouldn't help me at all.
But this one is fucking impossible too. I think we're just supposed to go through all 3 and see, oh hey, all of them are wrong.
The culprit used the blackout to slip past security and into the lab.
No, but the lab is on a
It's
different...
pretty simple. Almost too simple.
The lab's on a different thing.
Huh? What?
This labyrinth is a tricky one. Perhaps you're the real culprit.
Really, Master?
Of course not! Focus! We need to get